The White House. September 17, 1969. For John Ehrlichman. As with so many of the more interesting environmental questions, we really don't have very satisfactory measurements of the carbon dioxide problem. On the other hand, this very clearly is a problem, and perhaps most particularly, is one that can seize the imagination of persons normally indifferent to projects of apocalyptic change. The process is a simple one. Carbon dioxide in the atmosphere has the effect of a pane of glass in a greenhouse. The C02 content is normally in a stable cycle, but recently man has begun to introduce instability through the burning of fossil fuels. At the turn of the century, several persons raised the question whether this would change the temperature of the atmosphere. Over the years, the hypothesis has been refined, and more evidence has come along to support it. It is now pretty clearly agreed that the C02 content will rise 25% by 2000. This could increase the average temperature near the Earth's surface by 7 degrees Fahrenheit. This in turn could raise the level of the sea by 10 feet. Goodbye, New York. Goodbye, Washington, for that matter. We have no data on Seattle. It is entirely possible that there will be countervailing effects. For example, an increase of dust in the atmosphere would tend to lower temperatures and might offset the C02 effect. Similarly, it is possible to conceive fairly mammoth man-made efforts to countervail the C02 rise. In any event, I would think this is a subject that the administration ought to get involved with. It is a natural for NATO. Perhaps the first order of business is to begin a worldwide monitoring system. At present, I believe only the United States is doing any serious monitoring, and we have only 1 or 2 stations. Hugh Hefner knows a great deal about this, as does also the estimable Bob White, head of the U.S. Weather Bureau. The Environmental Pollution Panel of the President's Science Advisory Committee reported at length on the subject in 1965. I attached their conclusions. Daniel P. Moynihan. Attachment, Xerox Sci Conclusions and Findings, Restoring the Quality of Our Environment. November 1965 CC, Dr. Hefner, OST, DPM, CRM, Bobat Weil, Depth of Commerce,